All right, number 2 here, we've got minus 7/2 equals x over 10. I'll put the wall of separation in there. All right, so on this one, we're wanting to get x alone. X is on the right side this time. It doesn't really matter, right side, left side, whatever. Doesn't matter which side x is on. Just get it alone. Wherever it's at, just get it alone. All right, so we want to get the x alone over there, which means we need to get rid of this 10, don't we? You with me? We've got to get rid of that 10. How are we going to get rid of that 10? That 10 is divided underneath the x. So what's the opposite of that? Multiply by 10 over 1. And whatever you do to one side, you have no choice but to do the same thing to the other side. And these will cancel, won't they? You tracking with me? So the way you get rid of a 10 divided on the bottom is you multiply by 10 over 1, 10 on the top, so it cross cancels, because that's the opposite. Now, what happens on the other side? How do we handle these? These guys are not, they're not subtracting, they're multiplying, right? We multiply that 10 over 1 to both sides. So remember, whenever you multiply fractions, when you multiply fractions, you cross cancel. And you do not need a common denom, do you? So 2 goes into 10 5 times, right? Cross cancel, and then multiply whatever's left over. 5 times 7, what's that? 35 over 1 times, so it's negative 2, and we're done. See what happened there? 2 went into 10 5 times. They're both gone. Then you cross cancel and you multiply the leftovers. 5 times 7, 35, 1. Oh, no, it's not 1 times 2 in the bottom, is it? I just messed up. It's gone. That bottom's gone. The answer is just a straight minus 35. I forgot. That 2 is gone. It's not there anymore. That 2 is completely gone. There's nothing to multiply. You can make it negative 35 over 1. There's a 1 on the bottom, but that's just negative 35, right? We don't leave 1s on the bottom. Anything divided by 1 is just itself. 35 divided by 1, that's just 35, right? Because remember, it's bottom into top. 1 goes into 35 times. So that's just minus 35. The bottom, when the bottom is just a 1, we ignore it. Now, if the top is a 1, we keep those. Why? Because 1 over 35 is not the same as 35. See, I ate 1/35 of a candy bar. That's not the same as 35 candy bars, is it? But if you eat 35 divided by 1, that's the same as 35, because the bottom goes into the top 35 times. All right, so there we go. The answer is just a straight minus 35.